What's up, Jabroni? Steven here. Welcome back to yet another AEW review. We are back. It is Wednesday. This is Geeked Out Wrestling, where we're going to talk and review AEW Dynamite this week, Homecoming. Overall, I thought it was a pretty solid show. This is my brother here. We're going to kind of get into some things. The show was interesting. I thought the show was good. I always enjoy it. I like the story stuff. For me, I think last week was a little bit better just because of the Nick Gage craziness. What was like overall? You enjoyed the show? You liked it?
I enjoyed the show. Unlike you, I actually think I enjoyed this show just a little bit more than last week.
Oh, really?
I think the stories that we saw this week in this episode was really, really good. Coming from the Hangman stuff, which everything with that completely caught me off guard. I did not suspect that, Hangman was going to go ahead and just say, that's it. I can't do it. And I think I understand. I think he feels that he's the problem. He was the reason why that the Dark Order didn't get that opportunity.
Yeah.
Which sucks, but I'm very curious on what they're going to do with Hangman here on out, though.
Yeah, this episode did push several story things. I mean, you got that.
I thought also with Britt Baker.
That was good, too.
I'd really like to see that.
Yeah, I like the Brit stuff. Brit's really good. Red Velvet makes sense. She's been getting some...
And that was really crazy because I felt like yesterday when we were watching Dark, was it Dark?
Dark. Yeah.
Yeah, and we were just talking about Velvet, and she gets herself into this opportunity. So I'm very curious how it's going to play out, although I do think Britt will win the feud. But really awesome to see Red Velvet get that opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, I wish that they would do more. I wish that the women had more chances on Raw. I mean, on Dynamite on Wednesdays because, like, Red Velvet, she hasn't done anything on Dynamite. She's always on Dark, always on Elevation, and I think a lot of the crowd don't really know it.
Right.
Next week, it's going to be in Pittsburgh, so Britt will get her hype. She'll get, like, the crowd into it. But, yeah, overall, good show. You liked it more than last week. I thought last week was better. The show started out with Jericho, the 5 labors of Jericho. Jericho came out. The crowd was going crazy. We had Julio Guerrero come out with MJF kind of leading on commentary talking about that.
So good.
yeah. The Julio looked good. I don't know if he looked good enough where they're like gonna sign him. I thought he looked solid. I mean, the crowd was really hating like MJF ripping up the
crowd was
poster.
Oh, they were brutal tonight for MJF. Yeah, absolutely
they
was.
Were booing the hell out of him. So we have that. So I don't know. Is this a retirement tour for Jericho? Because like Jericho keeps looking at the crowd and he keeps, they're going all these ways. I mean, I don't think it's going to be a retirement because of the fact that it's just Warlow at the end and not somebody that Jericho knows.
Well, I thought the end would be MJF.
Yeah, but I mean, the fourth one is Warlow and then after that it's MJF. I thought it would have been somebody that Jericho knew, like Lance Storm or something. Or some people were saying that they thought it might be Fandango. Because Jericho fought Fandango at...
WWE, was it?
Yeah, at WrestleMania.
Like his last feud?
No, but Fandango's like big feud that Jericho lost to
Fandango. Oh, okay.
But they didn't go that route either. Jericho, he's not in the best shape, honestly. He's got a couple pounds on him here. I thought overall, Julio looked really good.
Absolutely.
But not like I said, not good enough to really get anything. There was he ended up winning with Judas Effect from he hit him with a Judas Effect during the match, but Jericho couldn't pin him because he has to do a moonwalk.
Right.
So Jericho later in the thing, I think, is this it right here?
I think so.
Yeah, I think this is it here.
I thought this was executed beautifully.
He actually hit it really well, and the crowd kind of went crazy for this when he like jumped off and just like,
boom! Oh, it was nailed perfect.
Yeah, he actually sold it really, really well. He wins. MJF comes out after.
Good call on the Warlow, man. I didn't think.
I thought it would be a cage match though, but yeah, it's just Warlow versus MJF. Warlow versus Jericho. MJF. He's not even the referee.
No, he's just gonna be like on the side.
Yeah, but he's always on the side. I thought it should have been maybe referee would have been interesting. It would be way more interesting if MJF was the referee, because then Jericho has to win, and MJF would be like.
But if that was to happen, how would that be possible? Because MJF is clearly not gonna. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. That would be the story.
True.
So yeah.
And remember, Jericho cannot touch MJF either.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do there. But solid, good match. After that, we had the Lucha Brothers out here. Pac, somebody messed with his, same thing that happened last week where the Lucha Brothers, somebody messed with their car. happened this week where somebody messed with Pac's car, and they are. I don't know if they're selling this or what, but they look angry. I don't know. Do you see them joining him? I don't.
I don't know
see
why.
it.
I don't know why. I just do.
I don't see it,
I
bro.
see them some way somehow joining Andrade. I don't know. I'm calling it here now, guys. I'm calling it before it happens. That way, when it happens, you guys won't call me crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just see it happening. AEW is really good with making stories like stretch for time.
Yeah.
So this could be the beginning of something, and I just feel that
But you see the something being they join him.
Absolutely.
I got this weird feeling that they're gonna throw a twist and that Pac's gonna join.
I
don't know why though,
because that would be something I would not expect.
Yeah.
Really quick, I did just notice something. So is that Andrade's mask that he's wearing on his necklace? Is that like his mask that he wears?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No, this is his old mask.
Okay.
When he was in AAA back in the day.
Okay, sweet. Yeah,
his
I didn't
new mask
know.
is black, but so I think what they need to do is I think Andrade needs a match. He hasn't had a match. He had the one match against Matt Sydal. They need to put him in some matches.
Do you think you put him out there in dark? One of those type matches?
He's almost like too big for dark.
Mm-hmm.
But the Lucha Brothers are on dark. So yeah, and Pac's on dark. I guess you could do that.
Lucha Brothers, yeah.
Yeah, they're all on dark. So
right.
maybe. But you got to get him some matches.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where this is going to go. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is would it be Pac versus Andrade at All Out? Will Andrade bring two new people in to help him? I don't know.
I don't know either.
Then we
Very
have the big thing. It looks like the Dark Order and Hangman are done. Hangman says that, like you were saying, he feels it's his fault. He's the reason that they lost. He's back to being sad and depressed and everything. And he says that he needs to like go our separate ways.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. Story-wise, why? I don't understand what happens next. Like story-wise, do they? I don't know. Some people on Twitter were saying Bray Wyatt, but I don't think that makes sense.
I don't think they need a group leader. I mean, at first I thought that would.
Yeah, but like, what's going to be their story, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they announced that these two, that Grayson and Uno, have a title match next week, which is just weird.
It's
Impact, but it's the Impact titles, but still, it's mega weird. Yeah, Hangman comes in, he walks away. They're like, we're your friends, Hangman. We won't leave you.
Right.
And then we'll get to what happened later.
So yeah, I was just gonna say, I didn't know if you noticed it, but I'm very happy you got the image there. Stu looked like he was pissed. I don't know if you caught that.
And it is Stu and Uno who stopped
the Dark Order from actually going out there.
Yeah,
so
I don't know. We'll get into that.
That to me, I don't know if you caught it, but to me, I saw that and I was like, whoa, that caught me a little bit by surprise as well.
We then had 2.0 Everrise from NXT.
Great debut.
Yeah, great debut. They're free agents. They did a promo, which was awesome. I love their promo that they did over here, where calling out Darby and Kingston and Moxley.
Absolutely.
And then they got a match. And then they came out. This right here supposedly is Brody's son, which is pretty cool. Yeah, they came out. Most people don't know who they are, but yeah, these guys. They were funny. They were good. They put the comedy. This Daniel Garcia kid looks like he could be a young kind of like upstart kind of guy. So somebody they could look into. Several moments throughout the match look funny, look good. Is this
that's the Sting moment, I believe. Sting must be
yeah. You're the real Sting right here. Yeah, this match was awesome.
He just threw his partner
super
down.
excited, like you're the real Sting. All right, let me see if I can put that.
Made this kid sing his childhood.
Like,
oh my
murder,
god,
dude.
Darby could have lightened up just a little bit there.
Then Danny Garcia comes in. I don't know if they show that. He comes in. Is this it? Danny Garcia comes in and he ends up getting pinned. He's the pinned. And then at the night we're just hanging out. We're just like, just having a good time.
Absolutely.
Fun. Then we have whatever the Kenny Omega Elite thing is. I'm just being assholes.
Absolutely.
Kenny's wearing a Cookie Monster shirt. CM Punk, whatever, Cookie Monster. Gallows is wearing what appears to be a Ric Flair robe.
Oh my God! I just realized because he'd been released.
Oh yeah. That's why
I didn't
I
think
pointed
about
out.
it.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm like, yo, is that a Ric Flair robe?
Oh man.
Like, why is he wearing a robe with Ric Flair?
Now I believe they're definitely doing this just to be assholes.
Yeah.
They're definitely
Are
doing
you saying
this.
the teasing shit?
Yeah, like this
Ric
is
Flair,
like off-screen stuff. I think
yeah.
this is their way of poking fun at
Yeah.
WWE.
Yeah, like why is he randomly wearing?
Man,
Like
dude,
they have nothing to do with Ric Flair.
I totally did not catch it until like now. And you even said it as it happened that Ric Flair, and I was like, now I think about it.
So what ended up happening here is they talked shit. They essentially said that there's nobody that they can go against and then nobody called them out.
Nobody did.
So like nobody came out. So in the rankings right now, number 1 is Varsity
Blondes. And I think the Acclaim, right?
is next. I don't know who's after that. I think FTR and all that. But now Dax is out, or Cash is out for a while because of that nasty happened to him. Santana and Ortiz lost last week.
So they're down in the
rankings. The Dark Order lost their match, so they got taken out of the rankings.
I mean,
they have to go back to the bottom? No, they didn't.
But they're fighting.
Yeah,
Impact.
But that's for Impact.
True.
That has nothing to do with AEW. So they, they were being douches, whatever, fun stuff. They did a little promo hyping up this, which Brian Cage looked pretty good.
I actually thought the promo was pretty good. Although, like what you say, it's very hard though for him to get over Ricky. Man.
So Brian Cage is the good guy,
right?
But Ricky is more popular. The crowd
absolutely.
is going to chant Ricky. Then we had Christian coming out. So Christian is number 2 right now. Before the match.
Yep.
By the end of the match, he's number 1. Some of the rumors that people have been having is that it's possibly going to be Christian versus Kenny soon. And I love Christian. He's one of my favorite wrestlers, but I don't want him at a pay-per-view going for that belt because it would just look so weird, right? Where it's like, wait, we pushed Hangman back so you could do Christian versus
right.
And I get people are saying that you don't want Hangman to win that belt at the pay-per-view that CM Punk is wrestling at,
right?
Because it'll take away from Hangman's big moment.
Absolutely.
But Christian versus Kenny is not a pay-per-view match right now. Like not people like Dynamite has 4 pay-per-views a year, maybe 5. You don't do Christian in that pay-per-view, right? You do Christian at I think you do Christian at The Last Dance, which is the Rampage show on the 20th in Chicago that's already sold like 15,000 tickets. You do that match, Kenny wins, and then CM Punk comes out at the end. That's massive. What you do. I don't know if that's what they're going to do, but that's what I would do. Because Christian looks good. Like I thought this match was really good. He looked really good. Nothing about Christian here. I was like, I thought that this was cool, hyping up their match for later. But Christian ends up winning with a spear.
I thought that was a really cool finish.
Oh, they don't have it. Yeah,
Christian, I thought that was a really cool finish to pay homage to your friend.
I was like, yeah, Christian ends up winning with a spear.
I wonder though, since he won in that way, if that's gonna be like his new signature type thing. You know what I mean?
But he won with it. It's like his finisher. That
would be crazy.
Yeah, so he ends up hitting the spear here, right here. Just turns around, hits out, play with the spear. 1, 2, 3. So, does Christian versus Kenny at All Out get you excited? Hype to see, oh my God, main event of All Out.
Not for the main event.
That's what I'm saying. And
not for the main
event. In
event.
AEW, the titles are always the main event.
Right.
Or something like, so you know what I mean?
And I'm not saying that these two guys aren't capable of putting on a hell of a show. I'm sure they are.
But it's more like a Dynamite main event.
Right. And for story, I just want to see.
There is no story here.
That's what I'm saying. It just wouldn't fit too
Christian
much for me.
Christian has a promo later, which we'll get, where he talks about, he says that, he's been here to win champion. It was a great promo. It was a really good promo.
Oh, yeah.
And then he talks about that he's a leader or something. I'm like, oh, okay. Britt, this is the thing you're talking about with Velvet.
Yes.
Great promo by Britt. Britt's really good on the mic. Great promo by Britt.
Velvet looked pretty good
Velvet was really good.
Absolutely.
She's worked a lot on her promo skills.
I was very worried she was going to get booed and how she was going to take it.
She handled it well. And I believe this is going to be the main event of Rampage's first ever episode next week, which is a big deal.
Oh yeah.
The main event of Rampage, first ever episode, is a women's match. I think it's going to be a main event. It might not be, but I think it is.
It should be.
I think it is because they didn't hype up anything else.
Right.
I feel like if it was gonna be something else, they would have hyped it up here, but they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So solid stuff there. Yeah, I mean,
It was just good all around. I
yeah,
really really
I
enjoyed
thought
it.
they hyped it up well. The DMD stuff. Red,
Mhm.
Velvet saying red doesn't look good on you.
Right.
It's good stuff. And then they try to hit her.
It was definitely good back and forth. What I would have preferred too, though, is that Jade, I'm sorry, would have made her way here.
Yeah, because Jade beat her.
She did. She beat
so
her.
she can live, but then Jade hasn't been wrestling. But you could have done this into a triple threat. That could have been interesting.
And then she cut the promo, I think, on Dark, where she was saying how she's looking for the best people to go up against. Jade.
Yeah, but
remember?
then our promo here was about Hollywood and shit.
Right, so that part confused me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but I think Jade making a triple threat appearance here would have been pretty cool.
Yeah.
Overall, still cool with whatever's going down.
Yeah. Then next we had Andrade, another backstage segment. Andrade is
Poor Fuego.
looking for somebody. Like he's looking for somebody to join his team. He gets Fuego. Howard gets Fuego, and Fuego thinks it's like to be in a match. It's not. It's to be the person that shines Andrade's shoes. Fuego does not seem happy. He doesn't do it right away, and they end up beating his ass.
I'm not gonna lie, Chavo is beast.
Chavo was really good on the mic.
Chavo is beast, man.
He was really
He's giving me those vibes of how I used to see him back in the days. When he was with like
Eddie?
Latino. It's so good to see Chavo back in here and doing his thing, man. Really is.
Yeah, so that was that. We had a promo for FTR and Santana Ortiz, which they showed the Cash injury, which would like literally ripped his arm open. So they still want to do this match right, which I respect that. They still want to hype this match up. Cash on Twitter said he doesn't know when he's coming back. He has no idea. He doesn't know how long it's gonna be. So I don't know if it'll be all out, but I would love to see these guys all out because they're so good and their match got cut short and it didn't feel right, like a good ending for them. So we'll see what happens there. Next after that was next the Miro thing.
I believe so. Yes.
Or was next to this thing?
Oh, I guess it was actually the
Kenny stuff.
The promo. Yep.
So next we have Kenny doing a promo. Well, first off, Heyman comes out.
Yes.
Heyman's gonna talk. He wants to say some things. Out comes the Elite. And Heyman says, "Hey, I'm glad you guys are out here. I have to tell you guys something." And he's going to tell Matt and Nick something. But then Kenny grabs the mic and Kenny cuts him off.
Just being
and then he's a dick. He's like, "Oh, I know what's happening here. You don't have any friends. You want to come back to us." So they essentially,
they're like, "Hell no."
Yeah, he says like that. He's like, "No." He essentially says that like, "No, that's not at all what I'm doing here." Like, so they see if I can find it here. So they ended up beating him up. The biggest thing was he was getting his ass whooped.
Oh,
the Dark Order comes out. This is number 5. 5 comes out. Uno's holding back the other guys.
Yep.
And earlier, Hangman said that he wants to go their separate ways and he doesn't want to. He wants to kind of do his own thing. Now, one thing I'll say is that when he told that to the Young Bucks and to Kenny, he told that to the Young Bucks kept coming out.
Oh yeah.
And they kept helping him. And that kept pissing him off. So here, Dark Order probably were like, you know what? He didn't like when the Bucks did that. We gotta let him do him. So because you said you saw what Stu and Uno did as messed up, like they were heel almost.
Right.
But I don't think that's what they was. I think this is more like, no, he's our friend and we have to do what he says. He doesn't want our help right now. He has to he has to get beat up. So I thought this is interesting story stuff.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. Story stuff was great.
Because like the same to the Young Bucks, and the Young Bucks kept coming. And that kind of broke their friendship up. But I don't know if Frankie Kazarian comes out because he's fighting them on Impact.
Yes.
A 3-on-3 match, I think they said. They were setting up on Impact. But another thing is that people said that Heyman is Heyman's about to be a father, I think they said, and he's going to be off of my guess is he's going to take a break. My guess is this is the way they write him off.
Just pretty much beat him up, hurt him.
What is the main event of All Out?
I know. It's not clear to me.
If it's CM Punk versus Kenny or if it's Daniel Bryan versus Kenny, if it's that, Kenny still has to win.
Yeah.
Because nobody's going to be like, oh, man, the story of Hangman fighting Daniel Bryan for the belt, that's not like a story that's been building for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
The story of Kenny versus Hangman been the one building. So I don't know what they do there.
It's a very big question mark that I can't wait to find out what it is that they do there.
But like, I'm worried.
As in for Kenny, or
I'm worried that they're gonna put CM Punk in the thing, and I don't want him to win the belt, bro. Not out the gate. Mm-hmm. Not here. This isn't WWE where you can just do that. Here you have to win. Mm-hmm. He just gets a title shot and wins. That shit would not. I don't know. We had a promotion for this guy's coming back. Dan Lambert. He said this time he's bringing help.
Wonder what he meant by that.
So he has. I was looking at his UFC, like his top team, whatever, and he has a lot of UFC fighters. Mm-hmm. So my guess is he'll probably bring a UFC fighter of some kind to fight Archer or to confront Archer, because Archer tweeted, "I can't wait to see you" or whatever to him.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, like there was like a
tweet.
Okay.
Like I didn't know that.
Something like he tweeted it like tonight. He was like
as the show was going on.
Yeah, he's like I look forward to it or something. Mm-hmm. Then we had the Lee Johnson versus Miro.
Pretty good match.
Which is actually a pretty damn good match.
Oh yeah.
It was squashed at moments. Lee got some good offense, then go back to squash, and then back to offense. So Lee got some offense. Mm-hmm. Miro was no-selling a lot of his shit though.
Oh yeah.
Every time he would try to punch, Miro would like no-sell it and stuff.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming that's his character, right?
Yeah,
like he absorbs.
He's so strong. Yeah.
Right, he's so strong.
But I thought they actually did a good job with it. I thought,
yeah.
You know, Lee almost had Lee a couple times got close, but never really had a shot. So you know, they haven't set. I thought they were gonna set up something there for Miro, but they don't. Right. I don't know who did you say might take it off him? You were saying Malachi?
I would like to see that. At least a match between Malachi and Miro.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how it would
think
happen.
that you can't do that so soon, because I don't think Malachi should lose anytime soon, and I don't think Miro should lose anytime soon.
Right.
Who in the singles could go against? They've been giving a lot of things for Wheeler Yuta.
And you're saying for Miro?
To fight Miro, yeah.
Okay.
But I think the person that takes it off Miro is Jungle Boy.
Okay.
Don't know when, but I just think that the fans will like it. Yeah, here, bring it. I don't give a fuck. Yeah.
Oh, okay. There we go.
So
he was just there. I was like, oh, there it is.
Yeah, they announced the announce team for Rampage. It's a 4-man booth, which is kind of nuts. Usually 3 is a lot, and they added another one. I think Jericho will just be for the premiere, and after that it'll just be 1, 2, and Mark Henry. Then that'll be the main ones. What we got here? This is the promo we were talking about. Where
pretty solid promo. It was really good.
Yeah, he says as a result, and he says he's elite. That's what his promo said. Layla, this match was actually pretty good.
This match was really good.
Layla came out with her friends. According to her, she got, because she knew that Matt Hardy's crew was going to bring a bunch of people, so she had her own crew. This match was good. Layla looked good. A lot of like solid stuff. We had the women's division from TNA. NWA, and I thought it was solid. I thought the match looked really, really good.
Yeah,
there was really a really cool. There's a couple of really good suplexes from Layla. I thought the bunny looked strong. She almost won a couple times, and then at the end we had this image of just the height difference of
absolutely.
Crazy.
It's pretty massive when you think
about
it.
People were tweeting like they want to see Jade versus her.
Oh, that would be crazy.
Like just both so ripped and tall.
Right.
And then we have the main event. I thought Aleister Black's intro was fire. Like just the way it looked. And like just him coming out and the light never turns on. He just walks out. And then it cuts to Black. And then he's like on the ring post. Then it cuts to Black with
I love that mask.
Yeah, then it cuts to Black again and he's in the middle of the ring. Really, really good stuff. And then I was wondering if it would be a squash. And then I asked you after, I'm like, was that a squash? Because I don't think Cody got any offense in.
When you think about it, yeah, I mean, like Cody had no shots.
Like, yeah, like look, there's already highlights. It's literally the intro, and then the next thing is Cody going through a table.
Right. Yeah, Cody didn't have any. I mean, Cody had shots off, but like barely. It was nothing to where I feel like you were worried for Malachi. Put up
a bigger fight. Like Cody got like a few punches. He tried to do a submission at one point. Alistair messed up his leg, and then Alistair was doing submissions. Malachi was doing submissions. And then then he did this. He literally kicked him. Cody fell off right to the table.
Oh man!
And then Cody barely gets in. Let's see when they come back in. Cody barely gets in. He can't even stand. He's hurt, and then murder.
Boom! Oh, I loved it. For me, this was pretty much everything. You know, like I was really excited to see Malachi fight. I never really got a chance to.
Yeah, Alistair.
Yeah, I never got a chance to see him as Alistair, his WWE days. I've always heard so much great things about him, so I was very pumped for this match, and it delivered to me. It really did.
It's not even. It's not even like a. It's just a squash. Mm-hmm. Cody just sold it well, and then we had the weird ending. Of Cody looking like he was retiring.
Honestly, that was a very weird ending, but I think that's for the story.
On Twitter, people were sending out this thing. If I could find it, like a message that was sent out that said,
like supposedly like a source.
Yeah. I can't find it now, but it was saying it was Cody essentially talking about walking away. And he's about stuff like that, and then we get the promo, and Cody brings up all real shit.
Yeah, he definitely
brings up the Vince McMahon, we're not competition thing.
Right.
He brings up the fighting that him and the Young Bucks and Kenny were doing behind the scenes.
Right.
He brings up a lot of stuff.
He talked about how he's everywhere for AEW.
That he's the face, and he doesn't want to be the face anymore.
Right.
He talked about the fact that things change and that other things, all the opportunities are there, and he's like, it made it seem like he was walking away.
Great,
and like
great storyline.
There's nobody.
Yeah, and it you know what it reminded me of? Did you ever see the Mark Henry retirement speech?
I did not.
So Mark Henry had a retirement speech a long time ago, which it looked like he was retiring.
Oh, it was kind of like the same kind of...
Yeah, same thing.
Okay.
And then at the end of it, John Cena puts his hands up and he hugs him, and it's like walking away.
Oh,
and Mark Henry destroys John Cena. Very similar stuff. Kinda. I mean, like the retirement part. So here, he's talking about retirement. He's like, it makes it seem he does the boot thing.
Yep.
Which is a legit thing. Then Malachi comes back, hits him with the cross or the
crutches.
The crutches, and then just laughs and walks away, making him look strong, making him look like the ultimate bad guy. I don't know what you do with him next. I guess Cody's gone for like a month or two. I would think
this feud is not done though.
It would be kind of dope if it is. And Cody comes back as a bad guy.
That would be cool, but
they're not going to do that.
I was going to say, I don't see that happening.
So, yeah. And then that was the end of the show. So, I don't know. I liked the show. I thought it was actually a really solid show. Like I said, just like last week's better. I don't really know what I would give it at a score. I'd probably give it like a 3.5 out of 5. Probably. That's where I would go. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else, if there's anything else to say. So, I'll get out of here. We'll have the highlights and stuff of our reactions to certain things. I don't put up for everything. I put up for just like the big moments. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys next week.